Hey guys, welcome back. It is time for some more product talk. And I have some new things to show you this week and a few old things to show you. So let's just get started. The first thing I want to show you, I purchased at Ulta. This is from the Body Shop and it's the Shea Body Mist. And these do have the Community Fair Trade essence from sugarcane in them. And they have, I think I want to say like maybe 5 or 6 different scents in my Ulta store. And this one is really nice. The top notes are really good for me. It's just nice and soft and, you know, kind of your just your typical mellow perfume scent. It's not flowery, but it's also not sweet. The thing about it though is that the dry down, when it dries down, it really dries down to more like a cologne scent. It loses that softness and kind of what we classically think of as Shea, and it becomes, you know, very much more a masculine scent. So this particular scent is really not for me. I mean, I don't completely dislike it, but it's not at the top of my list of things I would jump for. And but it's perfect for those of you girls who really like a boyfriend scent or like something that's a little more masculine. And I also think it could be unisex as well. So, you know, it's kind of a give and take. You have to kind of decide for yourself what you think about it. The other thing that I want to say, though, is that the scent does not last very long. So that was kind of just a disappointment because originally the Body Shop, the fragrances really lasted. And that seems to be a trend these days where companies just can't seem to provide us a product with really strong quality, and it's really starting to irritate me. But the price is okay. I mean, these are $12, which is, you know, it's a decent price for, you know, for a body mist. This is a glass bottle as well, so if you're somebody who doesn't like glass bottles or who is, you know, super klutzy, then that's something to keep in mind. But this falls in the average category for me. I like it. I don't know that I would purchase it again. But like I said, it is kind of a good unisex scent. So if that's something you're looking for, then you may really like it. Another product that I got from Ulta, I finally broke down and tried the US lip balms. And I feel the way about them that I thought I would feel. That I just am not that wowed by them. They're cute. They make a great little stocking stuffer, but I would not use this for my everyday sort of moisturizing lip balm. First of all, I mean, you guys have all seen these. It's a little awkward to put on because it's so big and fat, and I have, you know, decently sized lips, and it's just a little too big even for my lips. So it's a little awkward to put on, but that's not that big of a deal. It does smell good. This one is the pomegranate raspberry. It does smell good, although I can tell you that the smell, it has been kind of wearing off a little bit. It's not as strong as it was when I first opened it. And it does taste the way that it smells. So that's not a bad thing. I don't mind a lip balm that tastes good. So, but it's not a super strong taste. It's a hint of, you know, flavor. But it's just not super moisturizing. It feels okay when you put it on, but it makes me long for the products that I know are more moisturizing. I would say it probably, to compare it to like the Maybelline Baby Lips, the Baby Lips probably feels a little better going on. This probably moisturizes long term a little better than the Baby Lips, but I find that this wears off really quickly. So, you know, I'm just not that wowed by these. The packaging is super cute, yes. I like the packaging. I still think it makes a cute little stocking stuffer for somebody. You know, it's just a fun little thing. But this is not what I would be using for, you know, moisture on my lips. There are a lot of other products that do a much better job, I think. But still fun, still cute. So decide for yourself. Okay, next is a very kind of controversial brand. Although it's really not that controversial. It's just really been not doing that well in the blogosphere. And that's a Kardashian Beauty nail polish, and this one is Fever Dream. And these were on mega clearance at Ulta. I've had it for a little while now, so I just decided to try one. I don't hate it so far. I like it. I have it on now. This is, I'll tell you how I put this on here in just a second, but it's a little streaky. I really liked the color when I put it on as a thin coat. It was a really, really pretty, sort of a burgundy wine shade, and I really liked it, but it was super duper streaky. Then, when I put on a second coat, a very thick coat to try to even out the streakiness, it got much more dark, which is fine. I mean, that's the color that it is in the bottle, but I kind of felt myself like, aw, a little disappointed because I really liked that burgundy color. But even with a thick, the thick second coat, it's still a little bit streaky. There are still, you can even see it on camera. I think it's even coming up a little bit where there's, some little areas where it's more see-through than others. It's definitely better with 2 coats, and you'll have to pardon me, I just put this on this morning, so I haven't even cleaned up the edges yet. So we're still a little messy, still a look in progress. But I don't hate it, and it wasn't a super expensive product, and so I mean it's like $5.99 full price. It might be a little high priced for the quality, but it's not the worst nail polish I've ever tried, and it does smell like nail polish, but like OPI nail polishes stink really bad, and this doesn't have a super duper offensive smell or anything like that, so I'm not totally hating it, but I still need to see about wear time how it does. Now, before I go too much further, I want to tell you how I layer my polish, just so that you know that the wear time for me is probably going to be better because of how I put my polish on than if you're somebody who just wears it straight from the bottle with 1 or 2 coats and that's it. So, if anybody is out there saying, well, hey, I wore it and it chipped off right away, I don't know how it's going to chip on me, but there's a good chance that it will last a little longer for me than it maybe did for you. So first of all, I wear the Avon Nail Experts Adhesive Base Coat. I put a coat of this on first. Then I do 2 layers of whatever color polish that I'm using. Then on my ring finger, I use the Urban Splatter. This is the Avon Urban Splatter in Blackout to give it that, fun little effect. It's kind of edgy, but right now it sort of feels a little bit like snow. So it's kind of Christmassy, even though it's still kind of more of a fall polished color. It's actually fitting in with my holiday cheer better than I thought it would, so that's good. But then over all of the nails, I put a coat of the Nailwear Pro in clear over the top of all of them. So, I have a lot of layers going on, and so chances are the wear time is going to be better than for somebody who just uses 1 or 2 coats of the polish straight up hardcore and that's it. So keep that in mind. If it's horrible chipping right away, I will definitely let you guys know. And then the last 2 products I want to show you, the first one is the Avon Wrapped in Velvet palette. This is the Crushed Velvet palette. I showed you the other palette a week or 2 ago, and I told you that I was, playing around with this one and that I would show it to you soon. I'm not going to swatch it for you because I did, like I said before, I did a ton of swatches on my blog, so there is a link to my blog down in the information bar. So if you want to see all the swatches, you can. But I really like this palette. It's nice velvety shadows, a velvety, creamy, metallic finish. I really like that. And if I had to pick a weakest color in the palette, I would say the purple was the weakest color for me, but still, still performed really well. This is just if I have to pick. The liner, I'm still not a huge fan of the liner. The liner works really well on cream shadows, works really well with a cream eyeshadow, and a really dense, stiff angle brush. Really well with the cream shadow, works pretty darn well with these lighter shades. If you start to use it, like if you're doing a smoky eye and you use it over the darker shades, you're going to get some fallout because it takes more of the liner kind of packed on to be able to see it, over these darker shades, which that's to be expected, but it does start to fall out and it gets a little messy, in the cheek areas. So Really love it though on cream shadows, especially light color cream shadows, and works really well actually too on these lighter colors here at the end of the palette. That's all I have to say about that. I really have enjoyed playing around with it, and I've used all the colors in multiple ways, so this was a hit for me. And then the last product is the Avon True Color Eyeshadow Single, and I have the color beige. That's what I'm wearing right now. I just put it in the crease. I didn't use any other eyeshadows. I did use a primer just to even out my skin tone, and then just use one color in the crease, just so I could really see how it performs, because I've got the eyeshadow quads, but I didn't have any of the singles. So here's what it looks like. It's just a nice matte beige color, and you know, for somebody who's very light complected, it's a nice crease color. For somebody who's a little bit darker complected, this is going to be one of those colors that just gives you that added oomph in the crease when you really want to look like you're not wearing a bunch of makeup. And you know, I so far I really like it. I'll have to see how it wears, but I don't really have any complaints about it. It's just a nice matte neutral shadow, so good with that. And I think that's it for this week. That was pretty quick, which is good because I've been doing a lot of really long videos lately. So if you have any questions about any of these products, then let me know, and make sure you say hi because I like to jibber jab with you guys. And I will see you next time. Bye.